I'm like 5'2.5", so this feels really good. All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Allison Tovar, and I'm from the Women's March. Woo! Now, I know we're all here because we demand an explicit guarantee of protection engraved, etched into our Constitution. And I'm here to defend the rights the women before me have won for my entire generation. And I don't just mean from the 70s, I mean from the 1920s. Here we are on a historic day in which 101 years ago, women in the United States were granted the right to vote, but not all women. States intentionally created poll taxes and literacy tests to bar black women from qualifying to vote. They faced state-sanctioned violence and intimidation. 101 years ago, not all women were represented under U.S. rule. Our indigenous brothers, sisters, and Two-Spirits were displaced and massacred. The exploitation of fellow Central and South American and Caribbean sisters at the hands of American-owned plantations. Not all women triumphed 101 years ago. And this is why I'm proud that this movement looks different now. It has to. I am currently the Digital Defenders content strategist at the Women's March. And being here means talking about the events that are happening today, the events that are happening facing women in real life and online. Every day, I look at disinformation on the internet, content that is spread with the intention to mislead and target vulnerable internet users, content that is meant to incite violence and translate to real-world violence against women. And as someone who works every day seeing the grave future that women face in this country today, doxing, revenge porn, online harassment translated to real-world violence, I've had it. The reality today is that the rate of incarceration for black women is 113 out of every 100,000, twice as many as white women.
Outrageous!
Widespread missing indigenous women in this country, an epidemic. We know that we're still battling a wage gap, and we know that women of color are making even less. My generation is done being attacked on the streets and on the internet.
Yes.
I am done pretending that equal rights have been secured for American women when they obviously have not. Across the street from us, they have not. We won't stop fighting until all women everywhere are protected under the law. Our trans sisters who still face violence on the streets, and young trans children who are not allowed to express themselves in schools, through healthcare, in our sports. We are here to recognize that women of color will not be cast aside or used as bargaining chips to negotiate with an unjust system.
Yes.
Our movement is incomplete without them. We will fight back and defend our hard-earned progress that we have won so many years ago. And this fully realized movement is tired of waiting on bureaucratic deadlines. The Senate has the power and the ability to lift the time limit so all women and non-binary folks are protected by their Constitution. It's not up for debate whether we deserve equal rights. It is our birthright, and I am not waiting another generation. Thank you.